Hey guys, so I have my M4 here. I haven't really driven it since I put it away for a little winter. I cleaned it up. I think I've driven it once, but I'm going to show you a technique that I use just for very light maintenance cars that have just maybe like dust, no grime. It's a rinseless kind of technique, and it's really easy. I don't even rinse foam most of the time. I just kind of use a rinseless bucket, and I'm going to show you kind of how to do that in almost like 10 minutes or so. So I have my bucket here. I'm going to grab some rinseless solution, put it in, and I have my bucket here because it's kind of cold today. It's near 0 degrees Celsius, but you can still get it done so that when you have a bucket here, the water doesn't freeze. So let's get it. So I use Onar, and it's one of the best in the business. It's a polymer-based one. You can use DIY Detail, McKee's. There's quite a lot of good ones out there, but I like Onar basically because it gives you a cap that has a 15 milliliter cap. So for every gallon, you just put a cap full, essentially. And then I've got about 3 or 4 gallons here. So I got my rinseless sponge. Now, so the technique is similar to what you would do for a normal rinseless, but it's a little different because I haven't pre-sprayed anything, so you need a little bit more lubrication. So normally you dunk your sponge here, and you see there's too much water. You usually squeeze out a little bit, so so get some water in it, but it's not dripping. This technique, actually, what you want to do is you actually want it to be a little bit more dripping. So just a little bit. You want it to hold a little water because when you put it on the paint, you're actually going to squeeze some of the rinseless onto the actual paint. So it's kind of like this, right? So I have a sponge that has a little bit of water, so I'm going to do it to the edge, right? So I'm going to squeeze a little bit here on top, as you can see. And then I'm going to go and do the agitation. So I have solution already for the paint because I haven't pre-sprayed it anything. So now that you know how to do that, I'm gonna get started. It's about 11:52:53. Let's see if I can get this done in 10-15 minutes or so. I won't show the whole thing, but I'll show you a little bit of how I attack my car in terms of the rinseless solution. Okay. Okay, I'm done with the agitation. It's about 12 o'clock, so took me about 8 minutes. The only other technique I would add to when you do this, because you're not pre-spraying and you haven't got any of the initial kind of traffic film, there might be some minor contaminants on the bottom. When you go and dunk your actual sponge, you want to squeeze through it once to release some of the contaminants, and then put it back in to get more of the rinseless with a little bit heavier set. And put it back on there. So I'm going to dry it, and we'll see if I can get that done in another 5 minutes. Okay, I am done. So as you can see, it was clean before, but now it's just much more cleaner, and there's a little bit of a shine on it now. I didn't do the rims, but this is more like a maintenance wash, and it's like something that you do on your personal vehicle. I wouldn't necessarily recommend customer car. I think this technique skips too many steps. Usually I go through a detail brush and go through all the corners more in depth for a customer, and then obviously I do the rims. But again, you can cut down some on your maintenance. And even if you do your wheels, take an extra, I don't know, like 15 minutes to do the wheels, and you can get this down to about maybe close to half an hour, because right now it's 12:07, so basically took me 15 minutes to do this. So if you're able to kind of get through this in 30 minutes on a very light maintenance wash, it's it's a time saver, and it works. It really does. But don't do it for super dirty cars. Do it just for kind of the maintenance, very clean cars. All right guys, take care. Like and subscribe.